RJ94, part of Uranus. Somehow, some way. Can you see? Hold on a second. Hold on. This is a circle. Inside I put a keyway. This way is shut. This way is open. You see it as double D's, an O, an H. How about an I? Because it's only in the center that we see it. So we notice the I would show up on the center where the H would be on the outside. Where should we go with this? Every time I get little Mary, hey Mary, how you doing? Yeah. You bring your friends with? Yeah, Mr. T, Mr. H, and Mr. C. THC, time having creation out of the marijuana letters for THC. Ha ha ha, funny Mr. Tackpans. What do we see in here? See the way this is not attached to this? That means it's rotating. It's rotating in a pool. You see the way this side is not attached to this side? Because this is the protective layer and only the interior moves. Or only the exterior moves, but the interior doesn't move at all. It's one piece. Where should we go with this next? Every time you have an eye, you can always make this man. See the guy? He's got two B's for an eye. At the same time, he's got 414. 4-1, just like in the piano, 148, 1 and 4, 1, 4 and 5, 514 area code. All it's saying is, I am the one center to the 4 on the outside. As I am C, and I go left to B, A, G, and F, for I am C, and I go right to D, E, F, and G. So now I've overlapped the two sides of C, and then you go B, A, G, F, and then to the other side you go D, E, F, G. You've overlapped by one extra letter on the G. So we're going to take away the G on one side and the F, and the other side we're just going to take away the F. So we can more or less look like this in the piano. G-A-B, and excuse me, I took off one extra letter for nothing. So now we're going to go D-E-F, the Federation, or we're going to go G-A-B. G-A-B is 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 1, and 2, and Nibiru. It almost looks like garbage. The Federation of Baghdad. Why is it always coming up, the Federation of Baghdad? I watch movies and cartoons and watch Walt Disney, and we're always looking at Baghdad. There's more in Baghdad than you actually think. If you take a look into the Middle East, there's a design of a dog, and on the top of it is a hat, and they have a graduate's degree down by Turkey. Istanbul, is 51. Istanbul, Islam, Israel. Are we sort of getting connected? They called it that way just because. Because what? Because what? We don't care of why, how, because they did that. It's been done. We have it as a situation. So now we'll take the situation and we'll rip it apart. We'll take it apart and cut it up into pieces and put it back together and make up some kind of story of how all three of them start with I and S. And it's so funny the way the S looks like a 5, the I looks like a 1. You're looking at 51. Area 51, the letter O, or the number, the numerological number to Mars, in which Mars is inside of Earth. A-R-N-S, E-A-R-N-S. M is for love, saying 000, M loves, Roman numerals, or 13. 13 always says 1, 3, A, C, G, and I. G and I, A and C, G and I and F. Giraffe, the extension. Because somehow when you reverse the piece of paper upside down, whoosh, it ain't upside down anymore, because guess what? The cat, she falls and she lands always on her feet. So there is no upside down for anything else than the difference of the polarity pushing between the two sides of what the cat is standing upside down as I flip her in the air and she's still right side up. But she's not hanging to the roof. But wait a second. She is hanging to the roof. Otherwise, we have to cancel our cable bills because Bugs Bunny scared the cat once And once, at least once, and the cat went up to the roof, stuck onto the roof, turned around, fell back to the floor. But if you would have turned the whole roof right upside down and the gravitational pull would have been towards the roof, she would have already been upside down already. What is right side up to you? So we're going to go back to this for 1 second. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 6, 15, 11, 15, 12, 13, 14, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this one's 14. 13th letter, okay, or the 13th card is king, but the 14th card is ace. The 13th letter is M, M, N, M, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P. How about starting at M? Start at M. Don't say L, M, N, O, P, but say M and N, N, O, P. M, N, N, O, P, M, N, N, O, P, M, N, N, O, Nano, Nano, M, N, O, Minnow, Minnow. Where are we next? Did I tell you this word? P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Pointed. But what if I would have made a mistake and said it with another T at the end and says pointet? Tet means head. P means size. A passage of a small round. Donna, that's what it is. It's a passage of a small round. Your rounds of ammunition, the round when Ison approached, or whatever it was that approached the sun, that was in front of the sun, it shedded its skin like a lizard, like a snake. It took its skin off. And the balance of the moving parts went on in, like a delivery service. You take off all the wrapping, and at the end you only got what's in the center. That's, if anything happened to Nibiru, that's what happened to, Ison, that's what happened. Now if you say it stopped going, or it's still going, well, I want to ask you a question. You jump on the chairlift, and you go up to the top of the hill. But while you're on the way up, you fall out. But the chair keeps on going. Oh, wait a second, chair. No, the sequence doesn't stop for you. It's a continuous motion of some sort. How can I explain it exactly, if anything? Put it this way, because I can't explain it exactly. If I had to explain anything at all, I would explain to you exactly how I saw it. Imagine if you had only one finger. Which finger would you like to have? If you had this finger, but what if nothing was here? Nothing was here, just like on your hand. So when you close your hand, right, there's only one finger that can stick out of all your fingers, and that's this finger here. There's only two fingers. Every other finger has been cut off by the thumb. So you would have 3 fingers cut off and one and one not. The first one that you hold. I mean, the thumb's got to go with one of them. If you only have one finger, which one are you going to use to hold your pencil? I mean, you can't just go like this and have a pencil. You may as well attach the pencil to your finger and start writing. Would this be the best one if you wanted to start writing? My name is Jack. I'm lying on my bed right now, and next to me are my kids. We're having a good time watching Mr. Tackpans as he tries to write to us in the middle of the air something that he doesn't even see, that we can't see, that we don't see. Period. But for some reason, as I'm telling you this, it seems like my finger is actually telling the same story as the story I'm telling you, as the story I'm thinking. It's almost like if I started to type, I don't say M-Y, for my name. If I was going to say my name, I would go M-N-A-M-E, or my name is... Okay, where are we next? The J, the 4, the swastika, L's, and 1. A 1 and an L, okay, or a big L and a small L together creates the 4. Now I'm going to show you. Here's a big L, and here's a small L. Here's the big L, and here's the small L. Now, if we flip it to the side, we now have the Jack. So everything breaks down into more than one. Each of us will have our own individual vision and thought, irregardless of what the number of people that believe and can see what you see. You actually see it, and automatically, in your book, it's a category. In our books, it's a category, but it's only a category to as much as we can remember where it is in position. Until we can connect something with it, it'll be the same category, but we'll have a higher of a connection, hopefully reminding ourselves and to remember. Do you know if we had 1,000 different categories, then we can break down so many things into that one category. Let's say we can break down 4 or 5 items into each category. Now you have 5,000 items automatically in storage. Hello, brain. What's going on? You know what I want? And my brain says to me, no, I don't know what you want. I'll tell you what I want. He says, okay, you go ahead and you tell me. My brain doesn't say that. It just waits. So the minute I tell my brain something, okay, do I remember anything in this category? Oh, yeah, there was a category for that category. I remember now. The other thing I just wanted to mention, just something small. See, here was the letter A. The only way to make your first A, it has to be this big. You have no choice unless A was another letter before. Why? Because I had to start up here at this dot here. So does this dot say if I am M, because this is what it's stretched out to be, it would be an upside down 2 lines crisscrossing. More or less, you're in the middle of one side. Now, I want to make you whole. Does making you whole make you square? Or are we rectangular in the other side of the world? This man is rectangular. He's not square. Man is rectangular. How should we be? More square to round or more rectangular? So I have to put all these things in their own scenario, how we basically are. See the D on top of each side? Inside is a circle. That sun joins the 2 sides. Okay? This side and that side, the 1/4 of 2 moons, to the 2 sides of our moon, in which implode the moons of Mars, in which the moons of Mars and our moons, 2 of the moons might be actually the same. I know I'm not going to get involved. I just want to go on to the next one. You see the way I made one square here, and in the square, a square came out? Okay, because there's 4 different departments. The only thing this center over here says, this dot in the center, this one says I am the rotator. I am number 5, I am the rotator. But the 50, which is over here, 1, 2, 3, when there's 4 empty squares, here there's 4 empty squares, but no squares on the outside. This one is boxed in. 8, 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Then you'd have 111, 111, 111, 111. But you have to build. This side will have one set of something for life, and this side is the east-west. You know why they both say E on it? Because to one side, in order to spell west, is W-E-S-T. In order to spell east in French, it's E-S-T. Only the W is the difference, and a W is 2 parts of V. So the 2 parts of V, you already know, because this V is upside down. See this V up here like this, and this V is down like this. One is an A, one is a V. Presenting, or could be presenting, avenue, because here is your U, here is your E. So this is to this side, okay, and this is to the right side. Left, west, right, east. Okay? Right, east, rising of the yeast. You remember they always taught your kids, remember, if you want to remember that, say rising of the east, rising of the yeast. So then, at the same time, you see the mustache? You know why we have the mustache over here? You see the number 8? This is actually the letter R. Take off this part here, and the R is right over here. You see the R here? See the R? And there's an R here. Well, 2 sides of the mustache is 2 sides of what the egality of what R might actually be. In this scenario, it's showing you an 8-6. Why is it showing you an 8-6? Because, or a 9, the R is actually back-to-back 9s. There's so many things, but the mustache shows you, I believe it has to do with your sex organs, the splitting of your sex organs. Because one of the reasons why is because the legs have to walk. You see the way this is the R? So if you know what these legs are, they have to walk, right? But what if you turned R upside down? What's up here would be communication or antlers, the antlers of the reindeer. So since this is antlers of the reindeer and this is your neck, okay, it seems like between your hips, the two sides of your hips, the dice cubes, you have your right hip and your left hip. How can I say that? Because that's what you have. Well, that's your walking, and you're crisscrossing your sex organs. Since you have this antenna over here and you're crisscrossing your sex organs, you're going to get cancer if you lie and cheat, because you're crisscrossing your sex organs. Do with Matrix Spirit, and how Matrix Spirit talks from the computer. It's saying, hey, we got to do this to the guy. The computer doesn't know. It just knows to correct anything that this guy does. This guy's a little unlucky. He's going to get cancer. That's his payback. Don't forget, when you make an investment, they say do not put more than 5% of any of your investment in one item, because then you can lose it all. This way you play safe to 20 times the amount in the 20 world. So anybody who's been investing with anybody at any time and is suggested to put more than 5% of your money away, even though I know a couple of people that have broken that law, and the law is a law of percentages. It has to never do. So if you're losing all that money or more money than that amount, well, you're just not, either A, you don't know, so you shouldn't be in the market, and if you're in the market and you're talking with somebody that thinks he knows his stuff, he doesn't know anything. We're in the 20 worlds. We actually should be staying behind about 30 to 1 is the odds in this world, basically. Why is it 30 to 1? Why do you keep asking all these questions? It's 30 to 1 because it's 1 percentage point of 5% of the 5 degrees 72 times that we turn around. 72 times 5 is 360 degrees. 5 times 20% is 100. But it's not really. Because if you go 20% 5 times, 20% of 100, and 20% of 80, and 20% of 72, and 20% of 65, and 20, at the end you're going to end up with $50 or something, and all that 20% is only going to equal to like 32%. So, and that 32 is a backdoor. That was what I was thinking of last night. Number 32. 32 degrees Celsius is very special because it's every time you add up a Celsius number, you always add on 32. And when you're 0 degrees Fahrenheit, it's minus 32 degrees Celsius. Also, minus 40 Celsius equals minus 40 Fahrenheit. Blue on blue. If you know what cells are about and blue on blue cells are about, to jump off the subject and to just go into an area I frankly do not go very often, is that they were talking yesterday about how they are able to do certain laser surgeries and how it works by picking up the separate bubbles. But each individual bubble is a totality within its own. If it's not a totality of anything, it's a singular and it's a germ of some sort, because everything goes around in bunches, like in what's it called. So therefore, that the minute you penetrate or move one of these, you heat up, and how do you connect to it? You have to connect to it through something that the body retains. I mean, whatever it is, an element of glue or an element with a liquid on the outside so it never sticks, and then you can rip off the glue because it's all really a gelatin. And you can use this to do microscopic surgery, microphase surgery, I don't know. Microphase surgery is almost what the computer does. Every time that camera looks into you, it's taken every single piece of your face apart, it's transferred it onto a screen now. Somebody else is watching me from somewhere else. So we have minus 40 Celsius, which is minus 40 Fahrenheit. We have 32, we have Celsius at 0 equaling to 32 Fahrenheit. And then we have minus, I think minus 18. No, minus 16, minus 17 or minus 18, which is 0 Fahrenheit. And everybody knows when you say Fahrenheit, it sounds German. It also sounds like how high. It also sounds like foreign. It also Fahrenheit, how far, angel resident, the face of the angel resident. Einstein, Leiren, I think late N something to do with your hips or your liver. Then it says 8, height. So all of these, even 0, looks like 2. When you put the E right next to the R, it becomes Z. Z-E-R says Z-O. Z-O. What does that mean? Z is the water. What is the Z? You see, if I could, what do you call it? Remember what I said to you this? We're going to have to flip it upside down. And then put another one here and another one here. And just keep building it up against each other, and we'll see what they really mean. The spread out A says the division of the two. This is on one side, this is on the other. Flat. Did I show you the thing about the R? Or the baseball field? This is the way the baseball field would be. We have a planet, and the planet is over here. Oh, hold on a second. He looks a little sad. This is the inside of a baseball field from here to here. Okay? This is the outfield. So imagine the whole thing goes around here. And then another field goes around here. Then another field goes around here. And inside, you would have that mask for Halloween, or the mask that's in the deck of cards. You're standing at home plate, you go to first, second, third, and fourth. Imagine when you got here, this was another planet on this side. This was your planet. This is a planet here, and a planet here. Imagine they turned around and they put a star. They put a star player right over here in the pitcher's mound. You know what that star would do? That star would... This is what the star would do. See this? It would cap the area of the Earth. It would leave these planets down here. They're all round, except the surface that they leave is right over here, and here's the boundaries to go around between this side and this side. We don't go around the Earth this way, we go this way. Okay? So what happens is you're flying in underneath a sky, a different sky. The oceans, or where it was planets, they poured water to make it the oceans between the planets. While you play over here, you're blocked in by the oceans. This is a plate. When they pull away this plate, the oceans go down, the planets move. Because the planets move back and forth like a wave. Okay? So what happens, these planets go back and forth, whichever planets they are. Now you move all the planets away, you rip all the strings from all the games, and therefore matrix system will no longer function, okay, in the equivalency of the electric foundation instead of the vibration foundation. Electric is great, but the greatest of all connections is the vibration. The vibration and the molecule. How this works is when the vibration goes, you're projected, which makes you to go quicker. And you don't actually move at all. All that happens is I hit you, you hit me, it hits the other one, and when it gets to the end, it's arrived to where it is. We all hit off each other. Now, I'm not quite sure if I figured that one out myself, but I'm going to tell you what I do think is that I'm quite sure I didn't. I'm quite sure I didn't. There's a lot of intelligent people out there. I don't like to ever call myself intelligent. I just like to say a little outside the box. Try to see what most won't see, but for some reason what most won't see is what you don't see. Is if you don't see it and you think about it as you look at something, something's missing, that's when you'll see what you don't see at that time when you ask the right question. You can never really remember anything until you think of what you want to remember. And then when you think of what you want to remember, you'll normally know what it is because you'll be remembering it. The dinosaur, was that the old gray? Here's the square. See the square? One of the reasons for the square is if you take away that square, you no longer have the star. Now they can all turn. If this one turns, it turns. If this one turns this way, this one turns the other way. If this one turns this way, right? If this one turns this way, this one will turn the other way. If this one's turning this way, so 3 of these, okay, let's say it was the club. three of these, okay, if this one was the one that was turning, okay, if you touch three of these will turn one way, one of it won't turn at all. Or are they all touching? Is this my baseball field? Are these the four planets? Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn? Which four planets? Venus, Neptune? No, because Venus has to be inside of us. Venus is a big part of us. The moons, I still didn't study the moons. Nobody's asking me any questions, and I'm on a slowdown. But look at this. Frosty the Snowman's wearing number 11 with train tracks on it. Look at those train tracks. And yellow and red is not good. Yellow is the ambulance, red is the fire truck. Okay? In the back is the electronic, and you see, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm not sure what it is, but it's two eyes it's the two eyes at the ends of the mouth. But I want to know what it is in numbers. Is it number 4? Oh, it's a bow tie. Oh, yes, for sure. Oh, wow. 1, 4. Okay, 1, 4, 5, which is the piano notation, and 5, 6, 3. 1, 4, 5 is 10. 10 and 9 and 5 is 10 and 14. Wow, 10 and 14, the man and the cross. And then over here is the juncture, okay, which could be your B juncture if you want to turn it this way, and call it kilovolts or something, something to do with something with an energy or memory. And then we've got, look at that, matrix blanket. Guy wearing that deer hat. You don't know if he's looking out the front or looking out the back because of his hat. One tree, snowflakes, but look at the line. It's snowing above the snowflakes, which means we're making the snowflakes. Have you ever driven in a plane? Where are the snowflakes coming from? You know I don't like to believe anything. You know? Well, not that well, I like to listen to the story. I listen to the story, and during the time that you have normal thinking process, you think whatever you think. So the other thing is, here's the ski. Okay, I'm not really sure. Here's 1, 2, 3, but if I turn this upside down, this can be what? What letters are these? C? No, we're missing the one on the bottom. I have to spill this upside down, but I can't because I have stuff in it. See this here? Well, that is the time of day. It says 10 after 3. It says 40 minutes after 3. It says 12:20. It says 10 to 6. Look at this trick. See this little trick, this white thing over here? The V it shows. At the same time as it shows a V, it shows a beard. At your first reflection, it's a guy. Okay, so where else am I? I thought this would be a quick video, but I'm looking. The other thing I was looking at, which I mentioned yesterday, which was the ID, thermal ID, the R letter. Okay, that's the one I want to go back onto. The R letter, what I forgot to mention. I'm going to show you what it is. Playboy bunny. See the way it wraps around the corner? When I make the whip of the, what's it called? See the way it can be the beak of a bird, yet it's so slender? How does that happen? By bubbling out from one corner to an extended corner, and then recreating the same bubble line to the smaller corner. It shaves the first one in half, and this one now can look like a bird. And at the same time, I just wanted to show you so this is what happens to it. It can turn into this. I can turn it upside down, and it can be a duck, or it can be a rabbit. A rabbit or a duck? Bugs Bunny or Donald Duck? Which one do you want to pick from? The way we've been tricked all our lives. Never mind being tricked to like one, to like the other, designed they're both in the same. Not to be tricked in any way, but isn't this great? Oh my God. 10/4, I was born on October 4th. December 4th, and it is a Wednesday. It's a special day today. It is a special day today because there is a 45-year-old woman that yesterday was 45, but today she's on her number. Her name is Diane. And somehow, just like that yesterday, that's all that kept passing through my mind was that number. And what kind of guy I was when I knew her. Oh boy, I didn't want to know that guy. Yeah, so it's her birthday today, which she's 45 years old, and she is 33 years older than her 12th birthday, and that makes her the commander-chief into this world. Being 45, and since every 5 years is your actual birthday, she's actually the age of the cat today. Now, she comes into the world the age of the cat because of the 9 lives, but the cat, number for the cat, is 24. The cat is 24, and the 9 lives equals to 15, and 33 equals to the fox. Back to the cat again. Why? Because your 45th birthday is 9 times 5. It's just like when you're 65, divide it by 5, you'll be 13 years old. So like most people live between your year 9 and 13. And that's the way the cat's life really is. Be about 13 years old and they've had enough. Many cats live to 18, but people live to, let's say, 85. So 13 would be 16. So is that more of appropriate age for a dog or a cat before they rest? Well, the man is the same thing. 85 is a very special number because it's the silver matrix energy. I don't know if it's a speed or a vibration. If anybody's working on it, I've been mentioning this number for years because that's what it adds up to. And that's what games people play. They have Silver Star Mercedes, so I always put silver with matrix. And it just so happens that silver, S-I-L-V-E-R, or the sliver, has the same number count as the matrix. So it's funny the way they both go together. We get the silver, we get the water, we get the mirror image. So that age of 45 is very special today, and it's also 5 by 4 and 5 plus 4 equals 29, which is the IT matrix, the computer matrix, because IT, I is the 9th letter and T is the 20th letter, and the only way to get it is 5 times 4. 2 times 10 does not get it because 2 times 10 is 20, 2 plus 10 is 12, is 32, and that's your backdoor nature to get into this world. You want to get in? You want to get in free, or you want to take the back door? You get in for free, you're born with it. You come in the back door, you steal the DNA, you reproduce a new brain under a different system, you reconnect the 2 brains, and you manipulate the system as much as you could. As much as you could until the other brain starts to listen to you. So we had the R, we had the U. Now the other thing I'm going to show you is how see this here? Well, here's how. So this would be the cap of the house, and this would be the bottom cap. Now when we put the house in, this is the upstairs. Long tunnel all the way down in the tunnel. And this is the downstairs. You notice they're the same? Then what we do is we put an X in here, and we just draw an X in here, and we got 2 different houses. See the way it became the Mug and David? The same time. It's a Z. The same time, depending on what you're talking about, it's a sigma, a Z and a sigma, S and M. It's a bunch of letters I'm not going to talk about, but most of all, look what happened. We created the square. Where nothing was here, we created the square. All of a sudden, we have X, O, X. And if you want to find out where this is, just hold on a second. I'm going to take a quick look online. I seem to be... oh, we're going to be looking at this soon. I'm going to be doing some moons this week. Hold on, I'm just looking for something. No, I can't find it. So what this... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm a little bit behind. Hold on. No. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Did I find it? No, I was looking for something that can show you. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. See this? 4, 4, 4, 4. That's not the one I wanted to show you. G and E. No, 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 no. Still looking for it. Okay, I'm still looking for it. I'll tell you when I get it. Just give me one more second. I shouldn't even have started this. Okay, it's right in here. We're getting to it. Still looking for it. Coming up to it. Just hold on a second. Wow. I'm going to have to tell you not to follow this, eh, at the end? Wow, I can't find it. Now that I'm so deep into it. See, here's one of the images over here. See the way I do the same thing? But you see the way it's off center? 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the way it goes off center? If you don't keep it off center, you cannot enter into the house. You have to be on this side or this side. You can't put a door between two sides. So that would be one of the reasons. And see the way there's all the space between each one? No, I can't find it. And what? Wow! Oh my God! Oh, I never saw this. Oh my God! 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 I can't believe it. Are you still here? Oh, I'm going to tell you to skip over the minute. I just wanted to check you back. I can't believe what I just found. Oh my God! That is so cool. Where is this? 7337, atomic consciousness. Oh no, I have to say the end of this video and make another video. I gotta make another video. Thank you for watching Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.